my house. But this is gonna be short and sweet because I did want to do a video on this. I'm trying to get the background cute. Alrighty. Let's see. Right here is cute. Let me sit down. All right. So my subscriber came in my chat this morning. Matthew, you touched base on your situation. You explained to me thoroughly what's been happening in your love life. And I just wanted to be, open and raw and genuine and tell you that from my perspective, I'm gonna give you my perspective, my experience, and then advice. So if you are Matthew, and this can go for any subscriber that relates, but Matthew, specifically for you, if you are experiencing a pattern of behavior in your life, first things first, you acknowledge it. Number one, acknowledging it is almost like you're aware of it now. So as long as you're aware of the pattern, you're awoken now, right? That's a good step to be acknowledged and awoke to the pattern of behavior that you are not aligning with in your love life, in your relationships, in your job life, right? Once you're aware, number two, you can now control something, right? You can now change something. You can now work on something, right? You can now question yourself further. What should I be doing different? What can I do different? What is shifting right now? What is changing right now? What am I awakening to right now? This is not for tarot reading, but if you want to just talk, I'm giving somebody advice right now, guys. This is just a live for Matthew. But if you want to just talk or you want me to tell you something, this is not tarot reading, but this is just advice. We're talking about this question Matthew posted. So number three, Matthew, you're saying that all women are the same, right? You kind of grouped all women together. Like, why do all women have to be trying to use somebody? And then I corrected you. I said, well, look at me. I'm a woman and I don't use people because I'm well off, right? Not only just because I'm well off, I know the consequences of what happens after you use somebody and genuinely. I know the karmic debt you receive after that. So I know what it's like to, use somebody and then you get used. It's a constant pattern, right? It's karma. So basically, if you're mature, you wake up and you realize I can't do that because if I do that, that's going to be like a revolving door in my life. Like I'm always going to owe someone or I'm always going to attract someone that uses me. So I'm going to stop that pattern or that behavior. That's maturity, right? And especially if you're well off like me, like I've made good decisions in my life, good choices in my life. I understand karma. I understand you give what you get what you give. I understand like integrity. I understand like morals and values and principles, right? And I'm mature. I grew up, right? And I reap what I sow, right? I understand those concepts. Then I would care about my every move, right? So the women that you are actually buying into and that you're choosing to date, your choice, your accountability, your responsibility, you are supposed to be awoke, aware, mindful, thoughtful, mature enough, intelligent enough to understand that it is your responsibility to choose partners that are in alignment with your highest good, that are reflecting to you your special traits and also that are a mirror reflection of who you are. So if you're vibrating, and mind you, we're all vibrations, if you're vibrating very low when it comes to love, self-care, if your vibration is very low, like your megahertz is not all the way up, your megahertz is very low, right? And what does it mean being low? It just means not having good self-esteem about yourself. It just means you're not doing positive affirmations. You're not doing self-care. You're not doing self-love. You're not into God. You're not into, the good things in life, right? If it's very low, of course you're going to be attracted or attract somebody that is a user or a player or unconscious of their behavior, right? Because they're not conscious really of the consequences. So, why it's important for you to work on yourself, and this is what I gave you advice on. I told you, I said, you're supposed to get in alignment first with your highest good, self-love, self-care. Number two, you're supposed to ask God to guide your steps. If you believe in God, get with God. And then number three, build friendships with these women that you're choosing. Everything should just be like, you're my friend, I'm your friend. Let's get to know each other, be friendly, build a relationship off of friendship first. You should never try to jump in the bed. You should never be considering sex right away. You should never be like lustful. You should never be greedy, addictive, tempted, because that's the devilish stuff. That's the devil, right? You gotta have a balance. You gotta have a balance of higher consciousness, godliness, and a balance of the devil, which is like sex and lust. Because sex can be harmonious with the right person if you guys is shit together. If you guys got harmony and you guys got your values aligned and shared beliefs aligned and you guys are harmonious, you guys get along, and it's a what is it? Consensual agreement. You guys both consent to sex. It's not forced, it's not manipulated, But I think there's so many factors you need to like think about before you just jump into a connection or a relationship or jump into some type of falsehood with a person. So if you already went through this, all you need to do now is realize, like, hey, I went through this already. I learned from it. What did you learn from it? How'd you grow from it? Reflect on that. I'm not going to do it this way. I'm going to do it a better way. Practice what you preach. And then what you do is you just release. You need to release. You need to do so much self-love, so much self-care, acceptance of yourself, spend time alone. Know who you are first. Then when you start going back outside to entertain women, you don't just go off looks. You don't just go off outer appearance. You don't just go off of what they drive or what they wear. You really need to search the heart of a woman. You really need to have a spiritual bond, a spiritual connection with them. And you really need to build a friendship that's genuine. You get what I'm saying? And able to have the best experience, because all you're doing is dating for the experience, the memories. Because that's all you're going to remember is the feelings, the memories, the experience. You need to really pay attention, be conscious. All your moves need to make sense. Stop belittling and judging too soon. Take things step by step. Make sure it's a consensual agreement. And make sure, I'm giving advice for this situation right now. Make sure that you understand your position in a relationship as a man, because the woman is not a man, okay? So you really got to be into the woman more than she's into you, and you really got to understand you're the provider, so you always got to provide. But all you need to invest in women that aren't asking for a handout, that are not looking gold diggerish, You need to invest in women that have their own money, have their own job, have their own income or savings. Women that have their own home or resources built up. Look at the fruits of her labor. What has she been doing over the years? What has she been building on over the years? That should tell you something. What does she spend her time on? Do not get into relationships to hear people's past baggage, like the relationships they've been through. That's a red flag. And don't bring no baggage either. You guys should just be so attracted to each other, and you guys are so into each other and feeling each other that you guys just focus on, I like you, you like me. What do we like about each other? You get what I'm saying? So, long story short, it has to be divine timing. It has to be the right timing. There could be outside interferences that mess up things, so make sure both of you guys are spending alone time, because alone time really helps build a solid relationship. You get what I'm saying? Make sure people on the outside around you aren't trying to pull you guys away from each other or deceiving you guys. You get what I'm saying? So, long story short, this was for subscriber Matthew. He had asked a question for tarot, and then he went into, needing advice, and I just wanted to do a longer video for him. But you need to clean slate it, Matthew. Clean slate. Don't focus on the past. Stop thinking about the people of the past. The past is gone. Focus on the present and the future and move forward and get your life together first. Make sure you're presentable. Make sure you are a catch. Make sure you're a full package. Make sure when you do get in a relationship, it's harmonious. Stop thinking about sex so much. And I know men tend to lead with sex, but like my relationship I got with somebody who was guided by spirit. We weren't thinking about sex. We were just genuinely like, want to go on a date? Because you're attractive. I'm attracted to you. I like you. Okay, see where this goes. Not even wanting anything. Just like, I'm here. He's here. Okay, let's go. Just build it genuinely. Be genuine to the bone. Don't change for nobody. Be yourself. At least you tried, and then let it flow. And it's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. I'll answer that after. It's not gonna be perfect, but at least you have that genuine memory. Like, dang, I gave it my all. I did good. Good karma is gonna happen regardless. Because if you put in the good work, it's gonna come reaping. I'm telling you, it might not be on your timing, but it will come. I'm telling you. Don't even worry. Just do the work. Make sure to have your support system to talk to. Tarot readers can be a good support if you find some good readers to express yourself to. But yeah, I hope this helps. And this was for Matthew, but I do see a question right here. Let me see. Advice for girls who are new to dating. I don't know. That's very I need more detail about that question. Advice for girls. So girls, what age? And then new, what do you mean new? That means you don't have any experience in dating. You've never dated before. You have dated before. I need a specific question. Advice for new daters. It's so hard to say. Do this, do that. It's really like a ball game of you jumping out there and learning from experiences. Because everybody's so different and everybody adapts different, everybody copes different. It's just what works for me may not work for you. It may though. But I'll just say it is possible to get your heart broken. Know that everything is from the heart. It starts with the heart. So it really depends. It really depends because love is deep. And some people need love and want love, while some people already have love at home with their family. So as far as relationships go, it's all up to you. It's all up on you. It's really on you. It's really hard to say, do this, do that. You're navigating your love life with the person you're choosing, and you have to take accountability for choosing that person. So that's probably the first step. If you've chosen to be in a relationship, or if you're choosing to be in a relationship, you have to take accountability, number one, for choosing your partner. You can't look out to the outside world like, oh, it's the outside world's fault for bringing me this person, right? No, you volunteered to sign up for that person because you could have been like, no, I don't want to talk to this person, right? So if you keep on choosing this person, just know that's your responsibility. You choose this person every day, and that's vice versa. They choose you, or they stop choosing you, vice versa. You guys have to understand that dynamic. It's like relationships is like you choose them, they choose you daily. So just know nobody's forced to choose every day. If they end up changing their mind and say, oh, I don't want to choose you every day, or if you change your mind and say, I don't want to choose you every day, that's the game of relationship and love, okay? So that's what you're stepping into, is people are humans and people can change their mind at any time, right? So you have to understand that, okay? And it's possible to get your heart involved too soon and get your heart broken. It heals though. So be mindful of that. And also just know it's all up to you because it's your responsibility and your accountability. Okay? So anything you choose to do in your relationship, it's consensual. So don't think it's forced. It's consensual. That means you are consenting to it. That means you're giving the okay, you're giving the agreement. You can easily say no. You can easily detach. You can easily not choose that person anymore, and vice versa. And as far as the need to accept, yeah, if it's the other person that's, I don't know what you're saying, like the need to accept changes. I don't know what's going on. That's too like vague for me. Like I don't know the details. So, but love is acceptance. It's a big part of it. You got to accept whatever happens. Don't ever be like, I don't accept it. You got to accept it because like it's just going to happen. Like relationships happen. And you got to be accepting. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. You can be the one to make the decisions, the choices, or you can be the passive one. And normally females are passive. They're more passive, like they should be. Some females are aggressive, where they are the ones that are more of the manipulators, or the ones that are more greedy, or the ones that are more tricky, or the ones that are more like userish. They become like that. But that's normally not what a female is supposed to be. A female is supposed to be attractive, naturally, passive, on the receiving end. She's supposed to be the genuine nurturer. She's supposed to love unconditionally, be focused on the fact that she's fertile and can birth children one day, focused on her beauty, her brains. I don't know. These today women, sometimes they're not like the old school women. So, yeah, you are who you attract. Like, being in the wrong place, wrong time, you can attract wrong people. You could being around wrong people, you can attract wrong people. Just gotta be mindful of like your environment, who you're attracting to you, who you're telling no and yes to, and how deep you're getting your heart involved. Because if you don't get your heart too involved, you're not gonna care. You're gonna be like detached a little, like. So my advice is to play it easy, play it smooth. Don't get too invested too soon. Be genuine all the time, though. Don't fake it to make it. Don't play a person. Don't use a person. Don't hurt a person intentionally. And know that there are romance scams out there. People are scamming people in love life, in romance. They're lying to people just to get something out of them, but really not liking them. So don't do that, because that creates big karma. Don't create karmic debt for yourself. Be honest, be genuine. That's the whole point of genuineness. Just be honest and transparent, and you won't get no bad karma coming to you. You will get like very good results. So what else can I say? Go into better environments. If you want to meet people, go into better environments, put yourself around better things, better people. You are who you attract, like I said. And you might meet someone that's not 100% together, but if they have a good heart, and that's why I started it with a good heart is very hard to find. Person may not be monetarily perfect, but those monetary things you can work on. But if a person has a genuine heart, but look, because everybody thinks genuine is different. I'm talking about if a person talks to you nicely and doesn't change the way they talk to you. I'm talking about if a person genuinely likes you, they are going to talk to you nice. And they don't talk to other people unnice. I'm talking about if you meet someone and they are a sweetheart and their heart is nice and they talk to you like cutesy and they're nice to you and they're not trying to break your heart or hurt you or be mean to you or like judge you or do anything to you callous, right? That's worth way more than somebody that has all the material things, but they're just egotistical or mean spirited. So I'll say this to say, you can work and build on the material things. That's nothing. But a genuine heart, someone that is like a baby, that acts like a cutesy little baby to you, just like innocent and sentimental and values you and your time and cherishes you and may not be perfect, but has a good heart. That's love. That's true love. You get what I'm saying? All the other stuff is going to fall away. So that's my advice, guys. I just did this video for Matthew Rollar. He was a subscriber this morning. He was asking me about like playerism and women and using and how to go about dating and stuff like that. So I was like, let me do a live for him. And then you guys came in. But yeah, this is for Matthew. Hope he sees this. I'll do more of these. I tend to do tarot readings, but my tarot readings kind of be therapy sometimes, and they kind of be like leading into advice and spiritualistic stuff. So I'll keep trying to help people as much as I can on my spare time from my experiences. Right now, I could say I have a relationship right now that's new, and it's a good vibe. It's a good vibe that I'm in. It's not perfect, but it's like, it's one of the best vibes I've experienced as of late. The guy that I chose to be with, he has like a little sweet like side to him. Like he's just nice. Like genuinely wants to just take care of me. Like anytime I'm with him, he's like, if I'm eating, you're eating. If I'm sleeping, you're sleeping. If I'm getting loved on, you're getting loved on. Where I'm going, you're going. He's just a sweetheart, and it's just like, he's not perfect. He's not perfect. Okay? He is not a celebrity. He is not somebody that's like a super wealthy, rich guy. And he has his own little things that I can help him with. I love it because it's like I get to put my own I get to put my stamp on him. As a woman, I get to nurture him. I get to be like, oh yeah, I can help you here, or I can help you there, and I love it because it lets me know there's been no other women around him, So it's like, it's cute. So I'm just like, I get to be vulnerable. I get to be a feminine. I get to we get to stare in each other's eyes and know like we're telling the truth, So that's another good thing. That's like, okay, this is nice, and then I call him my friend. I call him my friend. I'd be like, no, that's my friend. Sometimes I'll be like, yeah, that's my boyfriend, whatever, we're in a relationship. But really, it's like, that's my homeboy. Like, that's my homie. That's my friend. Like, that's how I feel. That's why I start there. Like, he genuinely listens to me. Like when I talk about my situations, he wants to know. He wants to get to know me. He wants to hear things. You know, he'll give me advice or he'll tell me, and then I'll hear his situations and I'll talk to him about his situations and his life. And you know, like we genuinely have like a talk. Like we talk like consciously to each other, which I really like that. Like the intellectual part of us, I like that bonding. And then physically, we're compatible. You know, financially, that's our big difference. Is like financially, we don't work in the same arena. You know, he works where he works. I do what I do, but it doesn't really matter. That doesn't even matter as long as like we both have stability, we're fine. Like, you know, that doesn't matter. But yeah, we like to hang out, we like to go out, we like to kind of do the same things. You know, we like the same things. It's just cool vibes. Like, and that's just a friend. And it's like no pressure to be together. That's another big thing. There's no pressure for marriage. There's no pressure to be together. There's no forcing of like, oh, you have to be with me in the future. It's like, if we're not together, we're not together. If we're not going to be together, we're not going to be together. It's fine. We already established that. Like, it's a laugh in the park, a walk in the park. Like, it's just easy going. Like, there's nothing like, oh, set in stone, right? So that's another thing. You can't go into relationships thinking like, I gotta force this person to marry me, or like this person is forced to be with me. If it ends, it ends. Okay, you're still gonna be fine. You get what I'm saying? So I like that vibe. I like the freedom of it. And yeah, like there's a lot of things we can work on and do together. Like there's a vision there. So it's just like all I need is you kind of vibe. I don't really need people like that kind of vibe. Like we're both kind of like loners. We're both kind of like we'll build on shit together, but otherwise there's no like fighting, arguing like that. It's more so like communication for us. But also, last thing, I don't think we're like cheaters like that either. We're not that type. I don't really like cheating. I'm a loyal girl. Like I think he's kind of loyal. Like he likes to stick to one mindset. You know, like I do too. I'm like, but I didn't force nothing. I didn't manipulate nothing. So didn't he. So I'm just like everything's consensual. I'm down with whatever ups and downs we're gonna go through. I'm fine. Like I've been there, done that. So long story short, um, I'm gonna be fine regardless of anything. Cause I've weathered many storms. I've gotten through things. I've overcame things. So, and I'm here today. Fine. I'm fine. So, I will say emotions come and go, feelings come and go. You know, one thing is consistent and constant is the your home life, your family life, your income, your stability, like let's focus on that, and all you can do is just be, you can't control everything. So that's what I gotta say. It's not every girl uses people. I did want to touch on that, Matthew, if you're watching this. It is a big topic to talk about that girls or men use people, because men use people too. You just got to get away from those types of people. And how do you do that is make a drastic change in your life and show the universe like, okay, I'm ready to make a big change. That's not what I'm selling for. I don't have tolerance for that. I'm moving forward. So you make a big change, you show the universe you're celibate or you're waiting or you're fasting, you discipline yourself, whatever you need to do. And the universe will bring somebody in that's like you. Like maybe they've been used before. Maybe they'll talk to you about how they've been used. Maybe you guys will both bond on the fact that you guys both have been used in the past. I don't know. But if you guys both have stuff in common, like, oh yeah, the last person I was with tried to use me, they really didn't like me. Come to find out, they were a scammer, a romance scammer. Now you guys got something to bond on. Dang, now you guys both realize how you guys both don't like to use people. Like, and then that's beautiful. You guys get to vision the life together of like, oh, we're both genuine people. You know, like, okay. So, yeah, I don't think everybody uses people at all. I think what's meant to be is what meant to be. Whoever wants to give to you, some people are just more generous, more wealthy than others. Some people just want to give back. Some people deserve what they get. Some people are owed. Some people are just investing into things and people. But as far as like using, I think using means like manipulating things to their advantage, like trying to have an advantage over a person to get something out of them that they weren't really giving in the first place, but they have to give. They don't really want to give it, but they can give it, so that person tries to manipulate them to get it out of them. I think that's what the using is, terminology when you talk about love life, like, which is just straight up like manipulation. I think that's what he's referring to when he asked me this question, like about why do females manipulate to their advantage to get, right? But they really don't like the guy or whatever. They're just using them for whatever they have. Usually that normally, like girls that do that, they are like either struggling in their monetary life, or they're struggling in their spiritual life, or somebody told them they should do that because like maybe that's the way. But either they don't have it, either they can't get it on their own, or as far as using goes, it depends what kind of using though. It could be like monetary gain, or they're just like needing you for like a therapist or something, or therapy or something. I don't know, it depends. Using you for sex, that's different. Like that's kind of tricky because guys normally do that, but women, it just depends. Using means, oh, I'm going to take advantage of this man's kindness right now because he's being kind to me, but deep down inside I'm gonna leave him because I have somebody else that I want to be with. That could be a like that. I think that's what you're talking about, using, being used by women. But yeah, that's not a genuine woman. That's not somebody that's just thinking about you because they really care about you and they really are into you, and they don't have no bad intentions to like play you or play with you or play in your face, you know? So they could have been upfront with you, like, hey, this is how I am. They could have been upfront with you and been like from the beginning, hey, I was seeing a guy a year ago. That's the last guy I was seeing. There's been other guys that's been trying to pursue me, but I'm not interested in them. So yes, maybe I'm single or solo right now. See, they are supposed to be upfront with you from the beginning, just like a guy is supposed to be upfront with you beginning. Okay, so I was attracted to you in the past. Maybe I had a friend with benefits, but I'm single right now. There was this girl at my old job that I liked, but I don't think she liked me. She was using me for money. If they tell you a little bit of their past, like something transparent, like, oh, what they were going through, if they share something genuine with you, if they were upfront with you about their intentions or what they wanted or where they're at mentally, if they shared some things with you, they didn't keep it to themselves, like to play you, like, oh yeah, I got somebody else I'm gonna go back to. I think that's more genuine than like somebody that really isn't gonna tell you that they have somebody else, but you can technically kind of feel that they have somebody else. I just feel like you can feel that. You should be able to feel that out for yourself, like, oh, they got multiple people, you know. But also you need to ask them to confirm that too. You need to get a solid answer, like, hey, do you have anybody else you're interested in talking to romantically other than me? You need to get an answer from them directly, you know. So yeah, it's a lot I could say, but yeah, this is why I'm posting this video so you guys can watch it, look back on it. This is really not for me, it's for you guys, whoever relates. And yeah, that's all I really have to say, guys. Is at my age, I was told yesterday by a 70-year-old man, Okay, so let me tell you, I'm gonna end it here after this story. Yesterday, I took a Uber from the airport home, right? Actually, I went to go eat and then I took an Uber home, right? My Uber driver was 70 years old, Persian man, really nice man. I don't know how we got on the topic of marriage. He brought it up. He was like, "Do you have any kids?" I was like, "No, I don't have any kids yet." He was like, "Don't rush it." He was like, "You're 33." He was like, "Oh my God, too young." He was like, "It's gonna come, but don't rush it. Don't rush it." He was like, "I've been married for 47 years to my wife. I'm 70. I'm in my 70s." And he's like, "I'm gonna tell you exactly who you're gonna marry." And I'm like, "What? Okay." And mind you, I'm not looking for this conversation. This conversation just came up out of nowhere, right? That's what I'm talking about. Just let things come. Plant the seed and just let it come, right? Because I probably talked about this to people that I desire marriage one day. I think I told them, like, "Oh, yeah, that's my dream come true. Like, I want to have a marriage and kids, whatever." But he was like, "It's going to happen one day." He was like, "The guy that you're going to marry, and vice versa, or the woman," he was like, "is going to be the person you laugh with." And as soon as he said that, I said, "Oh, I know who he's talking about." Because I'd be laughing with somebody. So I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And he's like, "Yeah, it's going to be the one that you laugh with." So he was like, "Yeah, the one that you marry is going to be the one that you laugh with." Big sign. Big sign. And I agreed with him right away because I was like, "Yep, that's actually the number one, like, sign is like, if you guys could, if he makes you laugh, if she makes you laugh, or if you guys laugh together, like laugh stuff off, like you're always gonna remember that. You're always gonna remember that. Like, I swear you're always gonna remember that." So, anyways, he was like, "Yeah, I laugh with my wife. You know, we travel together. We get along, 47 years. It's probably not perfect, but yeah, if that guy comes home and he's just like, 'How are you?' and sits there and watches TV, that's not the guy for you. Vice versa, not the woman for you. Some of these men don't be liking their wives, vice versa, you know? But yeah, like, you will find somebody that you spiritually connect with, basically. It's a spiritual bond, it's a spiritual thing. So, I say this to say, don't rush these connections, these relationships. Like, build your life, build your relationships with your parents. Some of you guys don't be having good parents. It's fine as long as you make peace in your heart. The heart is the number one thing. Your heart is the biggest vessel that you will ever need in life and in love. Your heart is way more important than anything. Your heart condition, what condition it's in. If you can laugh, if you can smile, if you can be joyful, if you can be patient, kind, and forgiving, your heart is the most important vessel, because your heart can also be hardened. Okay? So try not to let the world harden your heart to where you're angry, you're mad, you can't forgive, you hold on to things, you hold grudges, and then, like, now things feel crazy inside of you. You get what I'm saying? So make sure you can go back on that and heal that and release all that. And now you're, like, in good spirits, right? So your heart's the most important thing. Even if a guy doesn't even talk about his heart, like, yeah, some guys just don't focus on the right things. There's shallow people in the world, there's surface people in the world, there's unconscious people in the world, there's very non-intelligent people in the world, but vice versa. There's, like, same with women. And I can't tell you who the one is. That is not something I could never ask a reader who the one is. Like, let me just say this. I could never put that power in someone else's hands. And I could never say, I just know who the one is. You're supposed to understand that you're supposed to be the one. It starts with you. A lot of people on YouTube forget, like, they are the prize. They are the one. Are you the one? Would somebody look at you and be like, "You're the one," and then think you're the one for like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? You got to practice that within your own self, knowing that you're the one before you can look outside of yourself and say, oh, he's the one, she's the one. You got to be the one. I think people forget themselves and be so quick to look outside of themselves to see if someone else is the one. I would never do that. I would just look at myself and be like, I'm the one. Let me make sure I'm the one for this person. That's all you need to do. You get what I'm saying? As long as you are good within yourself and you're doing right within yourself, you're going to attract someone who mirrors to you who you are. So that's never a question. If you have to question that, you're not with the right person and you're not in the right standing. If you're in the right standing and you're right within yourself, you're going to have a mate that's the exact same as you. A good-hearted person. You're just gonna know that person has a good heart. I like their spirit. Because you like your own spirit. Because you like your own heart. Because you're a good person. That's all it takes. To be a good person, you attract a good person from being a good person. That's just how that works. No one can just say, oh yeah, let me point to that person, they're the one. That's not how it works. You gotta know you're the one first. That's how it works. So if you know you're not doing right in life, if you know you're fucked up in life, if you know you don't have good self-esteem, you don't have confidence, you don't have a strong belief system, you don't have values, morals, principles, integrity, if you know you don't know how to forgive, if you know that you don't know how to cope, you're not as intelligent or intelligent, maybe you should work on all that before you try to get with a person, okay? Maybe you should build your character up, develop your character first, mature, get up mature. And that's what I will say. Relationships should be focused around maturity. I say maturity, it's maturity, being mature. You know, gather up some courage, some braveness, you know, all those character traits that you need to be a good person. Donate to charity or whatever you think is good, and make investments, whatever. If you know that you're a good person, you're going to attract a good person. And you're going to know he's a good person. I can sense it. I can see it. He's generous to me. He spends on me without me asking him. I don't even gotta ask. He'd just be like, let me hand it to her. Like, let me pay. That's nice. You know, like, I don't have to waste my money. I don't have to waste my time. He likes to hang out with me. He likes to spend his time with me. He enjoys his time with me. You get what I'm saying? The way that he looks at me, I can see it. I can feel it. You know, the way that he talks to me. Everything is just sensitive. It's sensitive. It's gentle. Like a baby. It's sweet. It's nurturing. He's reflecting who I am back to me. It's a mirror. It's a twin. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta recognize all that. So, all that stuff happens when you're with somebody. Because the things you don't, like let's say you're with somebody and that person hurt your feelings. That person offended you. That person mistreated you. That person misjudged you. That person didn't listen to you. They lied to you. They abused you. Whatever they did, you're going to recognize that. Like, that's not who I am. That's not who I am. And that's not what I stand for. And therefore, I'm not going to want to be with this person because I don't like how they are. You get what I'm saying? You're going to reflect on that. You're going to notice that. You know, like, the pros outweigh the cons. If the cons outweigh the pros, you're like, I'm out of here. That's life. Like, that's relationship. You get what I'm saying? What else can I say? Like, the heart wants what the heart wants. Like, the heart is in control most of the time. Your heart is always going to lead you to your most sensitive, innocent, vulnerable, ness that it needs to be in. Like, you could never cheat the heart. Like, you could never. Like, the heart is always going to want what the heart wants. The heart is a pure place. Like, it's a pure place. And that's why it's so important to be pure hearted. That's what people are struggling with. They can't even just be themselves. They can't speak for themselves. They can't even just be genuine. That's the whole struggle. Like, the layers they have to peel back. Like me, look at me. I can just say these things without script, right? Because these things are genuinely in my heart. Because I know these things. I talk about these things. I think about these things. Like, I read about these things. I've experienced these things. Like, so all I can say is I didn't know these things when I was young. When I was like 16, 15, I didn't really think too much. You get what I'm saying? I was learning. 17, 18, 19 through the 20s, I was learning. All the way up to my age now, 33, I was learning, right? I was grasping things. I was experiencing things. I was going through things. And I was realizing the whole time, like, I'm glad I'm not with those people. Like, I'm okay. Like, my life is fine. Like, dang, things panned out. Things turned out better than I thought they would. Like, I'm happy where I'm at. Like, if things did work out with them, okay. But I'm fine if they didn't, right? So basically, being in a grown-up relationship, I would say, is probably a little bit better. Like, being a little older and having a little bit more perspective is a little bit more like joyful, at least for me, because I can look back and be like, dang, I got through all that. And I could say that at this age, like, this age, I like this age. I like this time right now in my life. So, yeah, like, I've been with a lot of people. I've dated a lot of people. But one thing you're always going to remember is how beautiful somebody really is to you. Because beauty, it just cannot be, like, faked. It can't be, like, replaced. It's so hard. Men can be so beautiful. They can be so nice in their personality towards you if they really like you. If they really are feeling you and they really adore you, oh my God, they're going to treat you like a queen. And that's how I've been getting treated. But I've gotten treated wrong in my past. And I looked at those guys crazy. Like, do you know who I am? They didn't realize who I was because their egos were so big. Their egos were just inflated. They either had some fucked up thoughts about themselves, or they had some fucked up experiences about themselves, or, they went through some things, or they just had some bad thoughts, and their thoughts controlled them and controlled their minds and controlled their actions and it was just like, not the people for me, not the place for me. So I just didn't feel loved. I didn't feel celebrated. So I left those relationships behind. And I still leave people behind till this day. Like, if a person isn't celebrating me and I can't celebrate them back, if we can't toast to life and kiki and laugh and be happy, I'm out of there. You get what I'm saying? So thank you. But yeah, this concludes the video about love life. I was actually just trying to help Matthew here. And yeah, like, people come and go. People come and go. If a man wants to stay, he'll stay. You can't make a man stay where he doesn't want to be, kept. So he has to recognize. You get what I'm saying? But you can't force him to recognize. Let him recognize on his own. If he comes in, you get what I'm saying? You could dodge a lot of bullets. You could dodge a lot of bullets. And I will say this last thing. God is protecting you if you are being protected. God closes doors so you can be protected from certain things and people. So don't always think a closed door is like a bad sign. It's not a bad sign. In my perspective, I have seen many doors close and many doors open. And one door could close, a bigger door can open. So don't ever feel like, oh, I'm losing this person. People can be replaced, you know, and it's not a shot to anybody's ego, like, oh, you're better, or this person was less than, or whatever. It's really about like everyone is so unique and there's someone for everyone. And you're just trying to get to that, you know, in life. So be patient with yourself and know that there's no rush, there's no force, there's no pressure. Enjoy your life. So that's my spiel today, is go out and be yourself. Love yourself first. Don't forget about yourself. A lot of people forget about themselves. They think it's all about somebody else. It's about you. The world is actually revolving around you sometimes when you want it to. But don't like, you know, go into other people's lives like, oh, focus on me, pay attention to me. No, you have free time to go focus on you and pay attention to you. Like me right now, I'm about to go focus on me and pay attention to me, right? So, yeah, the love is within you. It's not outside of you. So, anyways, guys, that's my spiel. Somebody can watch this, play this back. It's an hour. Hope this helps somebody. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.